Let's take a look at an example of doing long division on polynomials. So we have negative 6x squared minus 8x plus 4 divided by 2x plus 4. So to carry this out, you write as an example negative 6x squared minus 8x 4, and the whole thing here will be divided by 2x plus 4. So that's the setup of the problem. To continue, the first step is you take the negative 6x squared and you divide by 2x. This is a side step that is not part of the main division problem. I want to be clear on that. So you put, for example, on the side here somewhere, the first step. And you need to take this first step because you need to decide what to put up top in the quotient. So side work will look like this. You do negative 6x squared divided by 2x. When you work this out here, that's going to give you following: the 6 negative by the 2 positive is negative 3, and then x squared divided by x is just x. That tells you, let's call this part A, that this is placed up here as negative 3x. Once you've done that, the part of the process that follows next is you take your negative 3x and you first do this as an example. You multiply by the 2x. So negative 3x times 2x is negative 6x squared. That goes in this position. And then that negative 3x times the 4, that becomes in this position negative 12x. Then, as in regular long division, you basically change these signs. So that means this becomes positive. You always change these signs. Whatever they are originally, you change them. And this also becomes positive. And then, as in long division, you add straight down. So negative 6x squared plus 6x squared is 0. Negative 8x plus 12x is positive 4x. And then you add 4 at the end. You just bring that straight down, so it becomes plus 4. At the next stage in the process, you take this 4x and you divide by that 2x again on the side as side work. It's not part of the main division problem. So 4x over 2x, when you carry that out, that's going to give you 4 divided by 2, which is 2. X divided by x is just 1, so you end up with just 2. So up here now, you put plus 2. This is really a positive 2 right here. That positive 2 is called that little b. That comes up here, okay? This is little b. It goes into that position. Now, let's remove the underlining. So let's delete this and this. And then you continue as follows. You take b, which is just a positive 2 by itself, and you take that positive 2 in this position, and you multiply by this 2x. So the two parts that have lines above them, you multiply. So 2 times positive 2x is positive 4x. Then you take that same 2, which now has two little lines next to it, and you multiply by this 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. You put plus 8. The process says after this step, at this line right here, where I've just drawn the arrow, you change the signs. So originally the signs are positive 4x, positive 8. The new signs would be negative 4x, minus 8. So you change both of those signs in that position. So let me do that right now. This is minus 8x. I'm changing that sign right here. And then you add straight down. 4x and negative 4x will cancel. Positive 4 and negative 8 is negative 4. And at this point you stop, because you see this negative 4 doesn't have an x in it. Okay? So here, the answer in the boxes will go like this. Where it says quotient, the quotient is the top of the division. Let me erase these unnecessary marks. So right here, let me point to it. This right here. This is the quotient. Okay? I'll call that Q for quotient. This, whatever that is, usually it's a constant value at the end. Could be positive, could be negative, could be big, could be small. That would be the remainder. So now, in the box that says quotient, you put the Q from the top of the division. So that's negative 3x plus 2. And in the bottom, you put the negative 4 from the remainder. So that goes into this box, negative 4. And that completes the problem.